So, as we know, we can use ChatGPT for such a wide-ranging view of tasks, and we've just got some examples there on the screen, and we're going to share one of them with you today. And Hayley, this is something we quite enjoy doing, which is using ChatGPT to role play, right?
Yeah, it's great because you can put the same prompt in and get different responses each time. So
Hmm.
it makes it feel a bit more unpredictable. You never quite know what's coming, which is exactly what we want to be using, why it's great to use it for role play.
Yeah, absolutely. And like anything, that's dictated by the quality of the prompt that you put in. So you can see here that I've pre-prepared one from earlier.
Hmm.
You're a member of the senior leadership team, and I need you to sign off on a proposal for a project I'd like to deliver. So I'm asking ChatGPT to be the exec member, right? And so I'm going to be prepping to deliver that, and I wanted a bit of practice, a bit of role play with ChatGPT, just to prep to see what might come up and what kind of challenges I might face. So that's the persona.
Yeah.
You've got concerns on the budget, that I would like to allocate and my resources needed, even though I'm very clear on the return on investment that I'd like to deliver for the organisation. So that's our considerations and our constraints. I want you to be concerned about what I'm asking for, because there's no point it being easy peasy.
Yeah.
And then I want you to be challenging in your responses and struggle to understand my impact. So that's kind of our brief, isn't it, to set
Yeah.
up?
And that challenge is really important, I think, isn't it? Because that's the thing that's going to test and learn any kind of idea or skills that you've been learning in the session.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's hit go and see what it comes back with. Let's see ChatGPT role play as an exec member. So interestingly, sometimes we see this as a bit of a wobble with ChatGPT at the moment. So if you see that again, just press regenerate and see what comes up. Here we go. So it's just telling you that it's understood the persona that you've asked it to give it. Let's start. Why don't we begin with you providing me a brief overview of your project proposal? Specifically, I'm keen to understand why you believe the budget and resource allocation you're requesting is justified. That's quite a realistic response, I think, from
Mm.
someone who's protecting budgets, perhaps from a senior level. Given our current fiscal constraints and competitive landscape when navigating, any investment in this magnitude needs to offer a clear and substantial return, which I get is pretty realistic.
Hmm.
I must admit, I'm having a hard time seeing how this project aligns with our strategic priorities and how the return on investment you're suggesting is achievable. Could you elaborate on this, please? Right, so what should we go
Nice.
back with? Let's
Okay.
do one more with it.
Okay. So,
I understand your concerns, and the project has been costed in terms of, I'm just making this up as I go along, by the way,
yeah.
materials, labor, resources, and is forecasting a return of 100%. I have checked these figures with the accounts team and the customer, who is happy to support.
Excellent.
Let's see if it's gonna, I think it's gonna challenge us again, because I was a little bit woolly there. I appreciate the diligence that you've put into costing this project and consulting both the accounts team and the prospective customer. However, forecasting 100% return sounds optimistic, especially in the current market conditions. Can you walk me through the assumptions that led to the forecast? This feels quite
It feels
like the
pretty much
challenge that
spot
we
on, doesn't
get.
it?
It
Just go back,
does.
just before we wrap up, Erica, just quickly
Yeah.
go back to that prompt. And I think this would be something useful for people to go away and have a play around with.
So this one here.
Yeah, just to kind of that, just a reminder of that opening
Okay.
prompt.
Yeah, so I'm on a leadership development program, and I want to practice my influencing skills. So we're going to use role play with ChatGPT to do that. So the persona we've asked it is that it's a part of the leadership team, and we're asking, it could be an exec member, leadership manager, your own boss, whoever, to sign off on the proposal and project. They've got to give you a tough time. There's no point giving you an easy time. So concerns on the budget and the allocation that you want, and you want this person to be challenging and struggling to see the impact of what you're
Brilliant.
looking to achieve. So really testing your negotiation and influencing skills with the senior stakeholder.
I think it's done just that. Brilliant.
I think it has. Good stuff. Right. Thank you so much, and look out for our next example.